So I know that yesterday I said that today I will be start streaming No More Heroes, Travis Stage again. However, then I saw a lot of stuff about this game, and I always intended to play it, but originally I was going to wait until the PC release. Especially because I wanted to hurry up and finish my last few Switch games, and this is going to delay it a lot. However, then I started seeing things. Specifically, things about some bridges going Otsupeko while Superman punching someone in the face. So what I mean to say is that I fell victim to the hype, I beat the bait, and we are gonna be playing this now. So let's go. Full disclosure, I played the first game, I was very new on the story, but the gameplay was excellent. Also sorry that I am so late, it really is late. I had trouble getting my capture card to recognize the PS5. Okay. What is this? I honestly cannot tell the difference, but may as well leave it on. Default setting is recommended. Thank God that finally one of these games does not give you a wall gaslighting bullshit of adjust until the design is barely visible. FYI, that brightness adjustment thingy only works if you have some very specific TV settings, which you will not have because every TV works differently. Anyways. I do believe that all of this stuff is bonuses for buying the more expensive edition of the game, which I bought because today is early access, and normally, on principle, I will refuse to pay more for early access. I think it's a horrible practice, but honestly, this is a game where playing from the very first day actually makes a difference to your experience with the way the multiplayer works. I already played the first game, so I will not be watching the recap. Let's see. Allows you to focus completely on the story, recommended social games, gameplay remains relatively effortless, allowing you to enjoy the story, recommended for those who want to enjoy familiar challenges. Normal, mixes challenging gameplay with an enjoyable story, recommended for those who are familiar with acting games and want to experience everything this style has to offer. Brutal, recommended for those who want a real challenge to accompany the story. Complete the game at this difficulty level will test all your skills and provide a true sense of accomplishment. Your reputation will be legendary, and your standing as a partner unmatched. Now, normally I will assume that brutal difficulty is the bullshit difficulty for people who like punishment, but I don't remember how the original game described its difficulties, but I remember that it made me think, oh okay, I should play on the highest if that's how it's describing it. And I did. And it was perfectly fine, and I kept getting SS ranks. So we'll go with brutal, and tone it down if needed. Right, those are just the options, so let me just read them in silence to go faster. Sorry about that. Let's try for each BT area. Normally, I will not trust this feature and turn it off, but what's the worst that can happen? I certainly have thought while playing Dark Souls and similar games that sometimes the messages kind of spoil things that will have him ambushes that will have him and dangers that will have him more fun to discover. So of course I will still leave them on because stupid illusory walls, but doesn't seem like the case here. Okay, if I had motion aiming, I will turn this off, but I don't. I'm very sure. And double stick aiming in FPS games is horrible, so I'll leave it at a strong. I'm guessing auto is recommended here. I'll leave these on defaults for recommended. Absolutely prioritize performance. I don't trust auto here given my very extremely core setup. Because I am using headphones whenever I stream, for obvious reasons, otherwise I will be blasting the game audio right into the mic. But because it's going through a capture card that's then passing through the TV, I am not sure if it will then default to the soundbar. Oh, but it's nice that it tells me what I have and haven't changed, so that I can adjust it later if needed. Okay, gameplay recording pause because I entered the block the scene. Good thing that I am not streaming from the PS5's native app, because it sucks. I already tried to stream once to a friend Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the block scenes made it just awful. Okay. Do I want to hide my birthday? Nah, no point. Not a big deal. It's not like I will have any excuses after me trying to dox me after all. This is something I will most definitely never regret in the future. Interesting. I guess I am fated to develop it then. Once there was an explosion. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as did at Stranding. These things, lost spirits of the dead, found their way into our midst. When they came into contact with the living, the result was instant annihilation, a void out. Since most could neither see nor sense with ease, people lived in fear of them, withdrawing from the outside world. Cities became isolated, and humanity crept toward extinction. To unite what was left of America, a porter named Sam forged a bond with a rich baby, called Lou, who possessed a special connection to the other side. Together, they journeyed west across the continent, reconnecting the people through the chiral network. But on the day that the United Cities of America celebrated the Navians' rebirth, Sam and Lou vanished without a trace. Though UCA officials attempted to track them down, the pair's whereabouts remained unknown. But that was the ending of First Aid. "11 months later." I will say it has been way more than 11 months, but let's let that slide.
Me? I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts, they come to deliver something priceless, a glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world, and I know they'll be back again.
I see his body mod hasn't really changed.
Fuck.
Okay. I do not want to hurt the baby falling down. Ah, there we are.
God damn, dude.
Oh, I miss this traversing through a rocky terrain with an autistic focus on stability moment. I so miss it. Oh, and I see he still kept his gear, despite firing himself. Oh, hello Saba bro, welcome to the stream. Sam always has had a bit of a body mouth, but not to the point that people get uncomfortable, don't you worry. Seriously, I miss this particular kind of gameplay. It may look like just a walking simulator, but the amount of focus on the feedback for walking through rocky terrain is something that I have seen no other game do. Oh, I am so looking forward to doing some parkour in this.
Let's head home before it gets dark.
Oh, farther than I thought. Figured I was almost there already. Oh.
Wow. I feel that. Pretty damn shaky.
Okay. Earthquakes being a possibility changes everything.
Oh shit.
But that does not seem like a normal quake. Well, there's also a path. It's okay, Lou.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
I guess that the tracking is not really detecting what I am doing.
Let's go home and get you fed.
Maybe if I adjust my camera a little bit. Better. This game is going to hurt me right in my biological clock again, I can tell. But the amount of work it must have taken to make the game calculate the danger level of every individual point of the terrain like that. Granted, it was probably a feature in the map generation tool, but still. Truly takes some level of autism to develop a feature like that. Right. As you can probably tell, I don't have the sense of orientation, so I'm gonna have to be checking my target on the map a lot. And that's not just an in-game thing, even in real life. Thank God for Google Maps. I will be so lost without it. Oops. Yeah, that's a good reason to go faster. Because this rain is very bad rain. Wonder what material his clothes are made of, that they apparently can last forever. Quite literally. Oh, wings? Oh, okay, yeah, they should have stepped up the parkour game then. Like, I'm just imagining adding the stuff like waves and strong winds to the gameplay of the Stranding one. I am gonna suffer, but I am gonna suffer so nicely. Oops. Anchor, is it? That's probably gonna come in handy. How much stuff am I carrying anyways? Oops, not that.
Somebody lend me a hand!
Nope, not what I wanted to do either. Okay, so let's go down from here. Fortunately, easy path. Do not go too fast now, it's raining. I already said it that this game looks so good. Primarily the way that it looks photorealistic in a way that's actually beautiful. And not just Uncanny Valley. And it's also one of the few games that actually justifies it being important, even the way it plays.
Almost there.
I still do not physically see the... Oh, it's a cave. Okay, and the worst obstacle in any D&D campaign, Shallow River. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Inventory. Okay. Use this menu to quickly switch between weapons and tools. Select the category with R, and use L1, R1 to cycle through your options. Ah, okay, those are categories, and then I can switch between the category. Then with the ladder that can be deployed to scale cliffs or cross rivers. Two ladders can be joined together to double their length. A deployed ladder cannot be recovered once it has been used. I am very much okay with this. There we go. It's okay, look.
Well, now someone's in a good mood.
Okay, let's go, look. There we go.
There, we made it.
Oh, so you can sprint. Nice. I almost forgot since it was always too risky to use. Console. That's new. Oh, very clever. Really no better security measure than this. No wonder I couldn't spot it. I don't have the year.
Hey. Not bad, little porter. Not bad at all. Okay, Lou. Time for some nom-noms.
He's really all in on being a parent.
Come on, open up. There you go.
Okay, putting a well there is overdoing it a bit. It's gonna be suspicious. Stand gun. Good choice. They can see you. Not quite out.
Who are you?
Or yes.
Fragile?
Were you cooking?
What are you doing here?
I've been looking for you.
I feel that it will be her, but with lightning, she looked weird.
Wow. Lou's growing up fast. You two look good. Like a happy family.
Sort of.
Here's a gift. The finest Carol printed diapers.
Thank God. How'd you track us down?
Your neighbor got hooked up to the Carol network. Service now extends to the whole region. I let myself in with this. You can use Carol printers now too.
Guess it's time we thought about moving. Maybe further south. You know, I'm surprised you used the front door for once.
My jumping days are behind me. Overdoing it left me with some kind of syndrome. They call it jump shock.
You care for a drink?
Thank you, but no. I should get straight to the point.
Business, huh? I mean, for a moment there, I thought maybe you wanted to catch up.
I have a job for you. Take it, and that whole mess over how you left Bridges will be wiped from the record. You won't have to live in hiding anymore.
What about Lou?
That's a little more complicated. We're talking about a Bridges asset. You'll have to work it out. Sam, you brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA. But I'm afraid the Death Stranding is far from over. Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction. Don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own. Especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways. And that's not all. Die Hard Man is not the president of the UCA anymore.
No surprise there.
In case you're wondering who's handling distribution now, A Pass 4000 has revolutionized the whole process. It utilizes the chiral network to manage and carry out deliveries. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore.
Good. It wasn't safe.
And no need for Fragile Express, of course. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge. And we still require the services of human porters that can work outside the network. Preferably ones with dooms who can sense BTs. Sam, I'm asking you to go to Mexico.
That's fair.
To extend the chiral network to the south. Just like you did when you went out west.
You're asking, or is this coming from the UCA?
Both. The UCA came to Drawbridge, and now I'm coming to you. So, what do you say? Chiralium contamination is severe. Some areas have it worse than anything you experienced back in the UCA. The timefall storms are growing more intense as well. And, as you can imagine, everything in their path is subject to temporal acceleration.
Yeah, that's what the rain does.
Objects and structures degrade rapidly, while animals and humans grow old and frail in the blink of an eye. Timefall often precedes the appearance of BTs there too.
Right, so I guess that's
So
recap.
you should do everything you can to stay out of it as much as possible. There are many other dangers though. The rivers can flood in an instant, and earthquakes happen daily.
Right, that will make sense as a consequence of the rain. Of the time rain. Why hadn't I thought of that? Anyway, I'm assuming that there are still BTs out there. Like, I'm just assuming it, but let's ask anyway.
Mexico has no shortage of beached things. Spirits of the dead washed up from the other side were stranded there just like everywhere else. Any human corpse that hasn't been properly disposed of will become a BT. And any living human that comes into contact with a BT will get dragged into the depths of the tar. Giant BTs can and will emerge from the tar as well. And if they succeed in consuming a living human being, they'll trigger a void out, destroying everything nearby in a massive explosion. Several Mexican cities were wiped off the map in this way. The survivors have since become divided and isolated. As most people cannot see BTs, they live in fear of them, and that fear has made them too terrified to venture outside.
So, basically a recap of the setting, pretty much. Because they were just repeating things we already knew. It's weird in the universe that she will just tell all of that to us specifically. But yeah, I guess sequel in new territory. But you know what? I am down for the justification of, okay, you've done the USA, now go to Mexico. Instead of west, north. Or rather, south.
Seriously, why me?
There are several reasons I thought of you for this job. Deadman, for one. He's currently working at a lab in southern Mexico. I don't know the details, but the research they're conducting there is important. Very important.
How important?
And there are certain things he'd like to tell you in person.
Well, that was one reason. You got more?
I do. And this one's serious. There is some BT territory near that lab I mentioned. They monitor the chiralium levels, and recently, they've observed unusual activity.
Is the phenomenon
The
getting
cause
worse?
is still unclear. But they seem to think there's a good chance a massive BT is headed their way. And if they're right, then I want you there. Ready to kill it before it kills them.
Can do.
Don't forget, Sam. You were the first person in the world to ever take out a BT.
Not through a skill, just through paranormal chosen one phenomena.
Guess that makes sense. Something's still bugging me.
What?
All this talk about extending the network into Mexico. Isn't the UCA basically expanding their territory? Taking control? Claiming it for their own?
Sam, it's not like that.
Cynical, aren't we?
They're not trying to take over the world. They just want to link up new areas with the chiral network.
Yeah, that's not how the internet works.
Like the internet before the Death Stranding. Public infrastructure to connect people. Which is why, instead of turning to an established government agency like Bridges, the UCA contracted a private organization, like ours, who then decided to employ the services of a freelancer like yourself. So please, Sam, won't you help us out?
Okay, so after exhausting the dialogue options, we get the option to refuse. And normally I will want to see what happens, but personally I do not want to refuse.
Yeah, all right.
So you'll do it?
Uh-huh. What about Lou, though? It's not like I can take my kid with me.
Take your kid to work, eh?
If I do this, can you hold the fort for me while I'm gone? Play babysitter?
We're inside the network. There's a child care app I can use. It'll be fine. The lab is only a few days away. I promise he'll be back before you know it. Link up the region as you head south, and come home safe. We'll be waiting.
Alright.
Game looks so good. Episode 1, Sun.
Go on. Slide it on your thumb.
Like a ring?
Oh, we are not taking the baby with us? After all?
Try sticking your thumb out, like you're giving me a like. Access your ring terminal to view the map. From here you can check order details, as well as the cargo for delivery. Now then, let's review the mission that you'll be undertaking on behalf of Drawbridge. Your destination is a research lab in southern Mexico. When you arrive, you'll need to use the Cupid to connect it to the Chiral network. Chiral communication utilizes the beach, where time barely passes. Using the Cupid in conjunction with a delivery terminal will allow us to initiate a zero-time massive data transmission. But because of the distance, it's not feasible to head straight to the lab to establish a connection.
So second
You'll need
DLC
to
for
use the way stations to extend network coverage until you're close enough to get the lab online. Your first stop is C1, Ciudad Nuda del Norte. Bring them a delivery and welcome them into the network. Improper corpse disposal remains a serious problem in Mexico. With every additional corpse that spawns a BT, the risk of a void out grows even higher. C1 in particular is struggling to handle this issue. But once they're online, we can give them the technology they need to address the situation. Why don't you take a look at the cargo you're carrying by opening the menu?
Let's go.
You can access useful information about your deliveries via your ring terminal. To review the cargo currently in your possession, select Cargo Management. This is the cargo you'll need to deliver. Be sure to get it to its destination in one piece. It's an excellent idea to place the most important cargo in your backpack.
I guess we are in full tutorial mode now. Let's see, what do I have? Use for expanding chiral network coverage. It allows for a stable instant mass data transfer beyond the boundaries of the UCA. Since it contains chiral matter, like the Cupid, it can only be carried by dome sufferers.
We've given you some additional equipment. It can be carried in pouches or in special hooks, just like cargo. All these weapons can be used to incapacitate humans without killing them. So there is no need to worry about causing a void out. Be sure to weigh your various options as you load up.
I wonder if they removed the ball gun from the game for being too OP for non-lethal takedowns. The automatic rifle suitable for close and mid-range engagements. Armed with MP bullets, effective against any target. The rifle also comes equipped with a light and has two modes of fire, semi-auto and full auto. A handgun that electrocutes close-range targets. The trigger must be held down to build up an electrical charge before firing. It produces no noise when firing, making it well suited for cover operations where silent items are a necessity. Can be stored in a handgun holster. Okay, this sounds like it's gonna be my primary. Bag of loot that will restore sound slow levels when connected. Empty blood bags will be automatically replaced by reserve bags. Can be stored in your utility pouch. Okay, that is not connected. let's keep this one in the backpack for now, because, well, these two give me more space. It also draws me hella of balance, especially if I don't carry a spare.
Return to the menu when everything looks good to go. Finally, before heading out, make sure to plot your delivery route. Return to the map. See your destination? There's a river you'll need to cross to get there.
Oh, that's not too far.
There are bandits in the area too. Armed groups that have attacked borders in the past. Think about what route you might take from your current location.
Hold square to start drawing a route. Try drawing a route all the way to your destination. Okay. Usually... Okay, how much distance did I cover from... Oh, it's nowhere near as far as I thought. I wonder what will happen if I went to the limits of the map, though I'm guessing that this is unclimbable. But yeah, okay. Oh, this is not a road, this is a river.
When you plot a route on the map, you'll see what hazards you may run into along the way. You can face these challenges head-on, or try to find a way around them. How you get to your destination is up to you, but think it over before getting underway.
Yep, no problem. Okay, the real problem though is going to be crossing. I am guessing that this city is going to be not very welcoming.
Delivery route finalized.
Hopefully I have the means to cross the river with the quad ladder. And there we go. Surprise Louis
Latest
estate.
model Cupid. Just completed. We decided to put a hold on network expansion until it was ready to go. Like last time, you'll be using it to welcome people into a whole new world.
Oops, I initially.
It won't be any harder than before either. The Carol network terminals are ready and waiting. Bridges saw to that. Emily's expedition split into two groups midway. The first continued west, while the second cut south into Mexico. But again, they were only able to lay the groundwork. Until you bring those terminals online with the Cupid, the network can't grow. Hungry?
No.
Still will never get used to this. Eesh.
No more baby food for you.
There is no time you need.
let you get fragile any trouble. I'm gone.
Okay, good luck explaining to a baby that you are leaving.
Don't you break my kid.
Now who wants to eat?
Well, so much for Armageddon. So I do wonder how exactly was Sam getting his supplies, especially food, and how did he arrange that holographic defense. Okay. It's very cute how you do a thumbs up to open the menu. Like, it's very in the nose, but still, it is very cute. Okay. Just checking what I can do here. Other than ring menu, it seems it's just regular map functions. So just the main mission. 5% or less damage. Can probably do. Though I guess that it's low because of the brutal difficulty. Social strand service. Using the SSS, you can view messages sent by people from all over the world. Look back on the likes you've given to and received from porters in other worlds. Enjoy the screenshots you've captured in photo mode. Unlike Canon Sam, I will not be taking many photos, I think. I have never been someone to take photos. Okay, if you took so many photos, where are the photos between these 2 points, Sam? Also, this is straight up a screenshot of the first game. You can tell the visual downgrade. So it feels weird to look back at the first the Stranding at the PS4 and think it's a visual downgrade. It did look great. It just this one looks even more amazing. And I'm not normally someone to take notice of that. But the direct graphical comparison is nice. Bridge link tab in the SSS menu allows you to view various play statistics and look back on the likes you've given to and received from other partners. Form a strong contract with those you have more dealings with to deepen your bond and increase your connection level. I don't think I ever actually made any specific bonds in the first game. Like, there were too many people to actually reach mutual likes easily. Guess it will be different if I had friends who play the game. How am I the unknown porter after what I did last time? Okay, what else? View some celebrity, combat, and stealth stats. Higher stats indicate greater proficiency. Oh, they get proper indicators for how close they are to leveling now. Nice. It's not just mission results. Proficiency negotiating route terrain. Traversing natural obstacles like slopes and rivers will improve this stat, slowing the rate at which Sam's endurance gets depletes when wading through water, and scrambling up steep gradients. Okay, so it's just decreasing the stamina consumption. That's kind of not improving my mobility. That's kind of lame. Oops. Carrying capacity, proficiency, carrying cargo. Exceeding certain weight or long distances will improve this stat, increasing some several carrying capacity. So muscle training. Only up to 30 kilos. I mean, makes sense realistically speaking, just not very impressive. Oops. Endurance. Proficiency at resisting fatigue while traveling. Running for extended periods will improve this stat, slowing the rate at which some accumulates fatigue. So do not take breaks, gotcha. In the first game I will have absolutely loved this immediately. Fatigue accumulated minus 20%. Okay, I guess that the stats in this time around are just not as impressive of an upgrade as they were in the first, where they dramatically change how you play it. Chaos resistance. Proficiency at resisting enemy blows with electric shocks. Moving while centering his balance. While centering his balance and blocking enemy attacks will improve this stat, granting some greater resilience to enemy attacks, thereby making him harder to knock unconscious. I guess this is partly level because of his past experience. Makes sense. This will also indicate why the other stats are not that impressive, because he already got the important parts, and now this is just cherry on top, I take it. Lung capacity. Holding his breath for extended periods will improve this stat, increasing the length of time Sam is able to voluntarily suppress respiration. Plus 40%. Well, the good part about them being not that impressive is that I don't need to worry about leveling them so much, and it can just let it happen naturally. Strand skill. Proficiency cover operations. Repeatedly binding enemies from behind using his strand will improve this stat. Increasing the reach. How do we increase the reach? Okay, right, because the more proficient you get at using it, the more of its actual line you can use without losing control of it. Yeah, that makes some sense. Proficiency in melee combat. Defeating enemies in enemy combat using melee weapons will improve this stat. More melee attacks, more damage. Melee weapons are less likely to break. Proficiency building handguns. Increasing the speed at which I can reload them. Hands steadier and recoil reduced. I want this. I really want this. Proficiency building assault rifles. Increases the speed of reload. Yeah, same thing. Okay. And the ski stats seem to be locked still. I guess they are for more weapons. Or maybe one of them is related to his use of blue bullets. Purpose, you can review the study so far, examine terminology, check the controls, browse gameplay tips. I honestly do not want to read this out loud, so I will check the emotes off camera. Okay.
Alright, let's get this done.
Okay, scanner you able to detect. Why is this popping up now? Oh, I see it. More things to pick up. Someone lost this. Why did this tutorial pop up twice? Rubber bullets capable of neutralizing targets. MP bullets effective against any target. What are MP bullets anyway? Oh, no more monster canteen. You can drink time follow? Oh right, this canteen had an automatic filter, that was why. Restores the stamina. Of course they kept that from the last game.
Been a while since I held a gun.
Practice using my weapons on the cactus. What cactus? Oh, this uses ammo? I mean, I suppose that does make sense, but still.
It's too close.
What is that? Oh, it's a rock. Okay. I guess all this weight is making me trip. What is here? Oh, this reduces weight when you pick it up. Nice. Right, these are to restore blood. Oh, I already made it to this point? That was fast. Right, let me pick this thing since I found it. And then I have to double back before I get caught by the hostiles. Also, you better be careful with falling over. I will not want to damage the cargo. Okay. Right, that was part of the structure that I was seeing. Seeing just the tip of it poking out, I am so brain poisoned that I was seeing a hell bomb. Oh, what's that? I hope that picking up lost cargo is more rewarding this time than it was in the last game. Do not fall over, you will damage your cargo. Approaching cargo weight limit. And yeah, the more weight I'm carrying, the easier to lose my balance. Usually, the limit goes, if it's anything like a past game, The limit goes up to as far as the backpack can extend normally. Once he starts piling up things on top of this bulk, that's when keeping your balance becomes significantly harder. Oh, I'm also moving slower. Whoops. Also, replacement salts. Always useful to keep at least a little bit of sandalwood around. I don't see the holographic road, but I know this is where I'm going. Right, I need to scan to see it. Okay. Need to climb up here, huh? That is the right way to do open ball gameplay. May not look like much from watching it, but figuring out how to navigate these VS is some of the most fun I can have compared to the more flashy stuff from other games. I would rather figure out how to effectively and safely carry cargo over treacherous terrain like this than to play a DMC game any day. I also understand why people call me like crazy for it, but that doesn't make it any less true. Okay, be careful now. I'm carrying a lot of weight, and this is quite the fall. Slow down, slow down, slow down. As I start to grab momentum, that's a problem. I guess I'm carrying too much weight to dash. Oh, that's a sandstone. Okay, at this point I may as well... Ah, right, that's why I was going slow. Because I was holding on with both hands. Okay. Where is my stamina meter though? Like, ironically, where is my stamina meter? Because I am not seeing it. Oh. And where was the meter? Okay, as usual, it's about the balance of going fast and going safe. Yeah, I'm not gonna power up those ones. Though maybe I should. Not because I need them, but because I need to go this way anyway. Okay, so the stamina meter only is visible while it's actively depleting. Gotcha. With this thunderstorm in place, no wonder they wanted me to confirm the road. Okay, I believe that's a pirate base. Yep, that's the enemy base. Let's not get too close. Oh, if that circle is the danger area, then I changed directions way sooner than I needed to. Or not. Going by the topographic map, it was far easier to cross here. Come on, I was nowhere near close. Okay, so they didn't see me. Good. Got a spook for a moment. Alright, we can do this. Just go and get to the fence. At least they are fighting me. We good. Right. Will be difficult to cross the river itself, so going to the bridge is correct. Very close. Okay, not from here. Need to climb up a bit more. That was not the right place to cross. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I hope this is fine.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
I cannot really rest in this space. Not with the storms. Late game on the first game I wasn't resting much. It's actually kind of nice that I have to worry about it again. Oh, later. Later. Come here, come here. Some calculated actions can be performed quickly from this menu. Cannot be executed, naturally, but I guess this will be great to get into combat situations. Offload unusable items, you have an applicable cargo. Ah, okay, so yeah, empty boxes and things that have already been ruined. Okay. Oh, smart. Also. Okay, I have already crossed the river. I probably will do good to get off now. I don't like this thunder. My weight is not well balanced because I'm missing a box in one limb. But it's not a bad thing to be counting less, I guess. Oh. I am not dashing in these stone rings. Okay. Because it will be different thing if I was playing on easier difficulty, since if the cargo gets banged up a little, it's whatever. But the key for getting good rankings on the high difficulty is to not ever actually fall. And to be honest, this is exactly the kind of gameplay where I will want to try hard. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's see if I can just cross this river. I'm good. And I have to anyway. I am not really found the second ladder. It's interesting how you no longer can actually recover them. Used to be that you could remove and re-add to your inventory such tools. Not as structures, but tools like ladders, yes. Not anymore, I guess. Also. I do need the water. What does this menu do? Fuel wheel is categorized by where it's equipped and can be switched out quickly from this menu. Select the category with R and use L to cycle it through your options. Finally, press X to equip or use your chosen piece of equipment. When a sun's already hatched, up down with the slogan, "Why me?" When won, it is likely slows the rate at which the stamina is depleted. Okay, wait. And what about the down one? For placing signs, huh? Yeah. Sure, for the other people coming through here. Funny how it's the only piece of equipment that's clean. Okay. That's the only hat I have right now. Oh, so now they are no longer just the crappier shoe substitutes, they also add to your stealth? Interesting. That's a good reason to carry some, I suppose. So probably higher level boots also have this function. Would be funny if they didn't, though. Okay. A light attached to your Odra deck provides illuminating during nighttime and important locations. Beware that switching on your light is likely to attract enemy attention. Okay, so I will completely forget to turn it off, so only turn it on when needed. And hope I remember that I have it. Ludens-inspired sunglasses, a reminder that one should never forget their playful side. Fitted with special lenses that block direct and reflected sunlight. Custom-made sunglasses designed specifically for Sam. They are perfect fit and show impeccable craftsmanship. Block sunlight. And this will do just fine. How is that made this again? I think we can finally see where we are going. Ooh. Regular symbols, warnings. This is the guide, I guess. To see everything, okay. And for the ones that made it. Also, social menu, why do I have two likes? Cannot see them, oh well. Okay, almost there. That was a much better and more interesting first mission than in the first game, not gonna lie. It does help that I wasn't carrying a corpse this time. Also, yeah, without the ladders, that's much easier. Okay, and we're Go, 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 go. There we go.
Buen dia, Sam. ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Nice. And we got there. Also, wait, I think I received a message. How does it feel to be back out there, Sam? I'll try to use the SSS to keep you up to date with everything over here. Lou was having fun playing around just a while ago, and now he's fast asleep in Dreamland. I'll send you another message soon, which you can check out on your ring terminal, and don't worry, I'll take care of Lou. Lou, you betrayer, you were and sad that I left. Now it will be fun if I trip here, on the all places.
Viral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
I guess they are still getting me English. Despite being in Mexico. I guess let's check what appearances are anyway, and that they are locked. Take on orders to take missions basically. Deliver and report to finish them. Storage, self-explanatory. Share locker. That's new, I think. Conversation log. That's also new, I believe. Facility features. Alright, because not connected yet. Oh, this was also going here, nice. Container is a bit damaged because of the rain, but the contents are fine because I did not trip. I also think they make a big deal out of avoiding the rain inside because it will cause damage to the cargo, but it only actually damages the box, not the inside. The problem is that the more damage the box is, the more damage the contents will take if I stumble and fall.
You must be Sam. It can't have been easy to come this far south. You're here to bring us onto the chiral network, right?
Yes.
Ah, that's a relief. We'll be able to dispose of corpses properly once you've got us online. That'll be one less thing for our residents to worry about. Anyway, I believe you have some cargo for me, yes?
Yep, plus some I picked along the way.
You must be one hell of a porter to deliver our stuff in such fine condition.
Okay, I see that playing on highest difficulty no longer gives you SS ratings.
We wrote this stuff off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in.
You are very welcome.
It's just like everyone says. You're a man that people can rely on.
Okay, so that's how this mechanic works this time around. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Okay, use your Cupid to bring us online. The Cairo gateway you brought us should allow us to establish a connection between Mexico and the UCA. And with state-of-the-art tech at our disposal, we can finally solve a lot of our problems.
I cannot remember if the animations look the same. I think they just made it a little bit flashier, but overall still the same. New strand established.
Cairo network coverage successfully expanded. Commencing data collection.
What are all these signs? Okay, I guess this is stuff I can borrow from facilities or reproduce with a Chiral printer.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Silent handler.
Porter grade increased. Congratulations.
Every validation you receive as a porter will contribute to your overall porter grade, calculated by APAS. This provides a snapshot of your experiences as a porter, as well as your delivery style. It is calculated from the number of likes Sam receives during the course of an order. Okay, so bonus objectives. I guess, in a way, it is still tied to the types of missions I take. Hold options to open the corpus for a detailed description. Upgraded version of the UCA's porter evaluation system. Porter indicates Sam's experience of completing orders that involve delivery and movement challenges. Combat indicates Sam's experience of combat with enemy assailants throughout the course of an order. Stealth indicates the extent to which Sam is able to covertly dispatch enemies and avoid being detected through the course of an order. Servicemanship indicates the extent to which Sam has gone above and beyond to help ordinary people. So you mean like how I picked up lost orders and brought them in? I guess we finally have an actual reason to do that. Bridgelink indicates the extent to which Sam has gone above and beyond to help other porters. So social level. That hasn't really changed. Oh, over 4 kilometers. No wonder this felt like it took a while, especially at such a slow pace.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive
If I
use.
remember correctly, the proper
There
way
are
to...
countless dangers in these parts. You should rest.
If I remember correctly, the proper way to do corpse disposal was incineration. I don't quite get how that was so hard to do. I guess they need because they need a proper incinerator that leaves nothing but ashes, and if possible even less than ashes. So regular burning will then be an oak. I ain't gonna guess that's it.
Until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope.
I wonder if it's possible in this game to cleanse out BT areas.
As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area.
Obviously.
In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation.
Da.
And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, gyro contamination has only grown worse. All these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly.
Oof.
But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right.
Except for the suicides. Good luck getting that rate to go down. Too late for the people you have already lost though. Considering what happened yesterday, suicide is definitely a sensitive topic right now. RIP Mikaela.
Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you.
Thank you.
By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here.
This game
I hope I can count on you.
This game does make me a workaholic, so I appreciate it. It just feels so nice to deliver things.
Welcome, Sam. Please relax and enjoy your stay.
Okay, doesn't seem to me like you guys were missing much in technology, not gonna lie. Oh, your poor face. Sam, the shower and toilet are outside your private room. Chiral crystals will be recovered from any waste you produce, so go ahead and make use of the facilities. I did not need to be reminded that that's how that works. There's also sink in your room where you can freshen up and check your look in the mirror. It's a good place to try out new hats or sunglasses. You've also got access to an armory where you can check out various weapons and learn how to use them in VR training. Go ahead and give it a try. It's definitely worth checking out everything your rooms have to offer, once you've rested up, of course. Okay, I guess they are going to force me to use the facilities. Not that I mind. Oh, no toilet animating this time. Oh, given the weather lately, I really can appreciate the pleasures of a shower after work outside. Sunburn has killed. I had a sunburn? I had a sunburn? I didn't even notice. Though I guess given the weather, makes sense. No monster energy. Yeah, I guess that the promotional collab is over. mixed feelings about that one because I effing love Monster Energy, so I found it really funny, and like it was pleasant to drink Fake Monster Energy because I really love the flavor, but at the same time, it's really bad for you. It may not, just for that alone, it made no sense, but also I've been trying to eat it, and having some casually enjoy Monster will have made me crave it, so maybe for the best. I just wish it was replaced by something other than beer. I do not like beer. Alright, let's take a nap. Please don't tell me that the baby has learned to jump. No, just nightmare. I was thinking maybe they could communicate in dreams, but no. Just his anxiety. Oh, you. Have nightmares like that often, Sam?
Lou.
Are you alright? If you're worried about Lou, don't be.
Little angel.
I'll admit, the stuff is pretty new to me, but the app has been a big help. Figuring out why a baby's crying, getting the milk just warm enough. It's had the perfect advice for every situation.
Hi.
The app will be very handy in real life.
So, how does it feel to be back in the saddle?
Work's same as it ever was. It's the first time I've been away from Lou.
We're fine. Trust me. Just focus on the road, okay?
Yeah.
That must feel so that really should feel so very stressing for Lo, since he will have no way to understand what's going on. I'll try not to think about it, just as he isn't.
Blood volume and stamina at optimal levels. No irregularities detected at this time.
Okay, no more sleep. Customizing your private room. You can customize a skin in your private room. Choose from a list of presets or use a screenshot captured in photo mode. I do not like any of these presets. And while I will admit that Lo is a youth, I am not a big fan of babies. And using this will just seem narcissistic, so... No, let's use whatever is the default. We are finally connected to the chiral network. It's been 4 long years since the first expedition to set up the terminal, and we've been waiting patiently to get hooked up ever since. To know we are not alone out there, that's all humanity wants, right? Great. And not only are we connected to other locations, we can also fabricate new equipment using chiral printers, living the dream. Good for you, that's why I came. I do like helping people. Cannot do it much outside of video games, so that makes it extra nice that I can here. One thing this game was very good at is making it feel like you were actually putting in the work. In a positive way, in terms of how it was helping people. Okay, fine, I'll have a snack. I wonder what that's supposed to taste like. That is beer, isn't it? Wait, no, that's tea. Idle tea. Yeah, tea. I am fine with it. Not my favorite drink, but sufficiently tasty and fairly healthy. This is unironically a better solution than energy drinks when it comes to enhancing your maximum stamina. Realistically speaking, energy drinks will have been a quick restoration of your stamina, but then every time you drink it, it will have started decreasing faster. What else is there? Okay. Black Camo, suit is designed specifically for making deliveries. S-size cargo can be attached to the shoulder and keeps its pattern will camouflage you in rocky or muddy environments. Not the ideal for this desert. Much more ideal for the green and rocky passages of the first game. Granted, I don't know what the other areas will look like. Also, given the way you mentioned the hooks, interesting possibility that other suites will not have those, or will have them working differently. None of these are great colors. Maybe later, but not in the desert. Oops, I did not mean to cancel fully. Okay, so that's it. There was no other options. You can now fabricate custom attachments and fit them to your backpack. Select Fabricate to see which components are currently available to you and wake up your various options. Oh, this consumes chiral crystals. Not worth it just yet. Okay. And this one. Okay, and what about the color? Black is more elegant. And matches the outfit. Not really necessary since we just showered it, but why not try the options?
Nice.
I see that Sam is as happy-go-lucky as he always was. Not gonna lie, the interactable, the way that they made this interactable UI for the rooms to make it feel like you are actually moving around even though it's pointing at the menu is actually better than it. Already liked it in the first game. I don't like it any less now. It's very good bit of the aesthetic design. Okay, I may as well get familiar with the weapons in a safe environment. Oh, training options, okay. Yeah, sure, may as well spend the rest of the night in this. The more we know, right? Who knows what the controls have changed. And I probably mentioned that anyway. Yes, that is absolutely how it feels to engage on VR. Oh, cheeky. Very cheeky, Kojima. This is a straight up copy from Metal Gear. Flick. Yeah, no wonder I didn't really have any way to avoid that at this point. Retry. Didn't really have enough time to hide there. Okay. Turn around, please. Enemies that are not carrying cargo cannot be detected. Good thing that this scan does not reveal my position to them, which to be fair is how this will normally work. Shame I cannot steal stuff from him, but it's PR anyway. What a footprints? Okay, not mine. Okay, turn around, please. Perfect. Okay, I just need to get closer. Let's play it safe and wait for it to turn around all the way. I could probably make the dash for it right now, but yes, right, at this point, I guess well played safe. Come on now, don't stop. There we go. And we are now playing a stealth game. Not really, as far as I remember. Outside of very specific situations, you are never required to use stealth, it's just an option. Usually easier than combat. But unless you need to be very fast, in which case you cannot afford to be very sneaky either way, you can just drop your cargo and take out the enemies. Oh, I get likes for this? Nice. Alright. May as well get S ranks on everything. Defeat all enemies and make your way to the objective area without being discovered. So, fuck's the stealth time. Inheritance with enemies purpose surveillance is essential. Enemies have various statuses: normal, alert, and hostile. Every enemy's status is indicated by the color of their other deck. I don't see any enemies here, just yet. Okay, so I guess we are going for the weapon first thing. Silence the weapons. Almost all firemen will produce noise when fired, alerting enemies and prompting them to search for the noise source. Since diamonds can be fired without detecting enemy attention, is essential for stealth. Nice. There we go. I hope that those stars mean he's permanently incapacitated and not about to wake up soon. There we go. Had a feeling this will happen. Okay. Resolve the repairs cargo containers. Applying the spray to container restores its absorbing them properties. Be aware that the cargo contained inside is not affected, of course. Right. Bandit boots. Peel off by bandits. The unmodded design of these boots makes them functional but flimsy. Okay, so just cosmetic. Oh no, wait, I see the stats. Okay. Portability, high, everything else normal. Not much durability. Okay, so straight up worse. I see you guys. Sort of. Good. Turn around, please. There we go. And may as well steal everything. Absolutely everything. Nice. There's definitely the foundations to make a solid stealth game, which is great given it is a lazy option. This is fun. It's just a tutorial, but god damn it, this is a fun game. Okay. Cargo recovery. Recover all the cargo from the enemy base and reach the objective area. I already did that, but okay. Recover all cargo and reach objective. Okay, so not gear, not consumables, but straight up actual cargo. Presumably stolen. Use R1 to crouch, reduce size and noise. Hold to hold your breath and silence footsteps. Once in position, press circle to blind them using the stone. Yeah, Fox stealth. Can do. Nice. That scared me for a moment when he turned around. Thankfully, turned around to the other side. I should have been more careful there. Okay. No gun, huh? That said, I'm glad that holding your breath is now an option. Is now useful for more things than just sneaking by BTs. I thought these were in visual range of each other. It's hard to judge their kind of vision sometimes. Move postboxes. Hold to hack. Postboxes in enemy bases contain stolen cargo and weaponry. Hack into those postboxes to unlock them and retrieve their contents. Presumably takes a while. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I wonder if there will be a stronger focus on stealth missions this time around. I wouldn't mind it. Melee combat. Finally. Less of stealthing, more fighting. Yet no longer fail you if spotted. Nice. Okay. Try me. Come on, attack. Try again. There we go. As wasteful yet funny as always. There we go. There we go. Okay. And parry. Nice. the gameplay feedback of that is fantastic. It felt so good. God. I may have my issues with Kojima as a writer, but he knows how to make a game responsive in the best ways. Alright, anything else? Firearms. Yeah, that's what I was looking for here. Just the gun or the assault rifles? Machine gun. Powerful mid-range weapon with considerable ammo capacity, fires MP bullets effective against any target. Reloading is slow, but rounds retain their power over distance, making it effective against large enemies at longer ranges too. Comes outfitted with light and supports semi-auto and full auto range. There we go. If you reload, do you throw the wall magazine away? No, you don't. Lame. Lame, but understandable. It's not that kind of game. But still, lame. Helldivers has spawned me on this. Oh, and there's how to reload anyway. Just to reload faster. All the more reason it's lame then. Okay, that is the one thing that didn't improve from the first game. Aiming sucks. I wish we had mod in aiming. I really wish we had mod in aiming. This will have been the actual reason to... This will have been the actual reason to wait for PC version, but oh well, too late for that now. Oh. Please tell me that I didn't fail to get the SRM because I didn't do the cover shooting thing. Not that it will be the worst training to repeat though. Nah, it's fine. Okay, you know what, let's repeat it anyways, because it feels bad to not have quite grasped how a control works. Let's go again. And let's try this now. Hold L2 while next to L to aim, then press R3 to switch the camera from left to right. Okay. There we go. I probably did it right, I just did not notice it because of how it looks. Alright, that's all the basic training. But there's more. Oh wait, I get more likes for redoing it? Okay, weapons training program. Oh, it was a tick for training. This is just free range. Gotcha. I just get bandits, snap gun. There's so much cheeky Metal Gear reference here. Okay. Ah, so you can equip them directly. Gotcha. Okay. Also, you more faster just in general in combat situations. Alright, I believe we can kill now. Oh, that was fun. Actually, unironically. I guess this is where we collect the weapons stuff. This looks kinda like a toy gun for a taser pistol. But then again, I am not exactly a guns expert. Okay, we can leave now.
Departing facility. New order available. Please review and confirm.
Okay, and from here is where I can go to private rooms, understandable. No. This is what I want to equip. Gotcha. Now then, what do we have here?
Good morning, Sam. Did you have a good rest? We're already making progress in addressing the corpse disposal situation here. Once again, I've got to thank you for that. If you access the delivery terminal, you'll find that you can fabricate equipment for yourself now too.
Good.
We have some materials on hand here that you can use to make supplies for your journey. Take as much as you need. Now, we don't have all the same schematics in Mexico that you have access to in the UCA. But as you link up more facilities to increase chiral network bandwidth and improve your connection level with the locals, we should be able to share all kinds of new data with you, expanding your fabrication options further. I heard that you're planning to extend chiral network coverage to the south, down as far as that research facility. So go ahead and pick up the order I posted for you. I'll explain the finer details of the mission while you look at the map provided by ABAS.
Alright, before we take on any orders, what do we have? Nothing is stored. Wait, is this a lethal weapon? Fires rubber bullets capable of neutralizing without killing. But this does not say anything on non-lethality. Oh well. I guess I may as well carry them all. Wait, no, it's not good antiquity, so... Place in locker. Hang on tool rack. And back is empty as it should be. Check.
Playing archived footage from this location.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting way to do it. Private room, VR training, and corpse disposal, which we can do, but we don't have any corpses on us. That was a whole thing where if you actually did kill someone, you had to bring them to the incinerator, otherwise you will have a void out. Which absolutely makes sense, even if it is a pain, but it's also the reason why I never use lethal weapons to begin with, even against the paramilitary. Equipment placed in shared lockers is free for anyone to use. Help other porters by sharing anything you might spare. Yeah, sure,
Thank
let's
you
go.
for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
Okay, what is this? Nothing particularly useful right now. Fabrication. Materials stored at this facility can be withdrawn as cargo, allowing you to transfer them to other locations. I see that the materials are largely the same as in the past game, though there is more. It used to be resins, metals and ceramics, now there's also chemicals and special alloys. And then of course there's chiral crystals. I will happily take them all, thank you very much. Wait, how does this work? Okay. Okay. That looked a little bit confusing. Top-up facilities and stockpiles like recycling unwanted equipment or storing materials. By doing this, if a facility doesn't have enough of the materials you need.
Please select an item to fabricate.
Okay. I still don't need more boots. I definitely don't need more weapons. Carrying an extra ladder and an extra cleaning anchor is always helpful. But I don't think I'm gonna need a climbing anchor in this particular map. Ladder, however, is always convenient to bring. Wait, where is my ladder? Oops. There we go. Here will do. And finally, let's see what orders we have. Only the one, huh? Except quality target, damage survivor less. Villa Libre is home to a pregnant woman and many elderly people. But with no local doctor, they have no access to vital medical care. To help the residents and gain their trust, bring them at least one remote medical unit. At least one, is it?
Your next destination is Villa Libre. The people there don't have enough medical equipment to meet their needs. If you bring them this delivery, you'll be sure to earn their trust. Once you've done that, you'll have an easier time convincing them to become part of the chiral network. Timefall is coming down hard in this area. Cargo containers that are exposed to timefall will begin to degrade. If you carry container repair spray with you, you can use it to mitigate these effects before it becomes a problem. Keep an eye out for the rivers and bandit camps in the area too. Hazards like these can make your life much harder. On your way to Villa Libre, you might pass a post box we built. We left behind some spare equipment in its shared locker. If you see it, take a look inside. Everything is yours to use as you deem fit. There should be materials in there too, enough to fabricate something if you like. Also, if you have any extra equipment, you can use the box to donate it to other people. With a moment's generosity, you can make another porter's day. Finally, each postbox has a private locker which can be used to store equipment for later use, and a recycle feature that will turn any unneeded items into materials.
That's a baby advanced
So what do you
postbox.
think? Have enough information to plan your journey to Villa Libre? Take your time to finalize your route.
Commencing route creation.
Okay. Okay. Now, given the coverage, in order to avoid danger altogether, I will need to cross the river, make all this trek here. It's way too long of a walk around, but the base is here and these are many mountains, so I think I probably can get away with just going to through the riverside stealthily. And if I hear anyone, I can shoot them with a stun handgun. Oh. Interesting and useful. Let's try it. Oh, and this is just for the chiral network area. Okay. Now then, I can probably cross through here.
Delivery route finalized.
What? No, it's not finalized.
Commencing route creation.
Did I hold the button for too long? Anyways.
Delivery route finalized.
No, there we go. I guess you can only put up to 10 markers. And anything past that becomes route B. This is fine.
This order calls for some pretty hefty cargo, to be sure. But don't forget to take into account all the other extras you'll need to carry to get the job done. Every piece of equipment you take also adds to your overall weight. So think carefully about your loadout. Try to pick critical items that won't weigh you down and wear you out when combined with your cargo. Run out of stamina halfway through a delivery, and you're in for a world of hurt.
Right. Now, I was thinking about taking a climbing peak, but honestly those are for getting down from cliffs rather than up. So I think I'll take a second ladder just in case. Okay, I cannot attach the weight to my suite, unfortunately.
Make all necessary preparations for your delivery. When everything is in order, head out.
Preparing to depart. Cargo management screen allows you to rearrange your cargo and place it in storage. You can also recycle a piece of cargo no longer required. The fabricating equipment screen allows you to create equipment used when making deliveries. Okay. Right then. I don't believe it that this will be all.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sign detected nearby.
Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm finally seeing stuff from other players. Oh, you can change the like icon now? Default likes are still the best, to be entirely honest. Go figure.
I will always support you. Thank you, Sam.
Let's turn this in while we are here.
Please give it your all.
Okay, now for real. Let's go.
That's the spirit. Thank you, Sam. I will always support you.
Out there! Hey there! Yeah, sure thing. Hello!
Okay, I guess I have to get out of the facility for it to start working.
Hey! I'm Sam!
Right. Shouting into the void works exactly the same as the first game. Now then. I know I should have brought the repair spray, but... yeah. Really, the key to high difficulty is to not damage the contents at all. Because even with your containers in pristine condition, they will take a lot of damage, so... Racing levels will basically change upstream. As a level level rises, there will be fewer places to cross. To open your terminal, check for the vital levels of rising. Okay, that's a concern. It's going to float where I was planning to go. That looks like time files being pretty relentless. You okay, Sam? Heavy rain sometimes causes the rivers over here to rise, that's a golden mechanic. Don't force yourself to cross them if they are too deep. Instead, take a look at your map and see if you can find another route. Conditions change quickly up there, so it's important to be able to adapt on the fly by adjusting the route. Well, that's the plan. Oh, I should have brought an anchor after all. Villa Libre, that's where I am heading. Ah, freak. That's an enemy base. Okay, thank you whoever put that here. Shit. Shit. They saw me. tell me, they tell me, they tell me. He went to investigate the rope. Okay, let's get out of here quickly. Quickly. Quick. Okay. Barely managed to cross that. I think they saw me again. Okay, we are still fine. Are we still in the danger area? Technically yes, but just outside of it. Also, we have to cross the river again. I see. I thought this was river. Wait, no, that's flood. No wonder I didn't see it. Okay, slowly. Okay, that helped. That helped a bunch, actually. What are you guys? What are you guys? I don't know what you are, and therefore I am courteous. But also I am greedy. Okay. What are these guys? Almost a step on one. I'm afraid of them being something like sensor pressure sensors for the BDs. At least I did get a bunch of chiral crystals. More than 1,000, I believe. Can I cross right here? Difficult. Deep water. Okay, so I mean, at least that works as a sonar, I guess. If I had a second... If I had a second ladder, I could have combined them, but... Well, at least I'm no longer in any detection range, that's something. Now I just have to be careful not to trip. Alright, I could do that to scan there. Oh, also at least it's not raining anymore. So that's nice. Frick. Mistakes were made. Okay, it worked out. That said, now I am actually out of tools. I probably should have brought 4 ladders. I underestimated the tutorial. Being able to automatically optimally rearrange your...
Thanks for the help.
Oh right, I forgot to probably span that. But yeah, just being able to automatically optimize your inventory when you pick up things in the field changes so much for the better. No. Okay. The river has been crossed.
Hey! Somebody lend me a hand!
This one's for you. Thank you, guy.
Okay. Postboxes have a variety of features. You can store cargo, entrust cargo to other porters, or fabricate equipment. In order to increase the stocks of materials that can be used for fabrication, you can store your own materials or recycle equipment you no longer require. Structures can be upgraded by providing them with necessary materials, getting them more durable and able to withstand longer periods of timefall. In some cases, it unlocks features. Takes kind of crystals to repair, but it's almost full anyway. Certain types of deliveries, such as lost cargo, can be entrusted to other porters. Should you be lucky enough for another porter to carry cargo for you, it will wind up in a storage at its destination. It is then up to you to complete the order and deliver it to the facility. Important cargo cannot be entrusted to others. Okay, so you still have to actually finish the deliveries yourself. That's definitely an improvement from the first game, where people kind of started ignoring the mailboxes, as they were not worth bothering with. Both of those go to Villa Libre, and that is where I'm going myself, so... Okay, there's just enough for 2 ladders, nice. And I'll take this, thank you very much. I'll probably need it later, but right now I need to build a stockpile. I don't think, given the exact amount there was, I don't think that it's actually... I don't think that it actually affects how much other players have available for their own use. Okay. Raining again. But we are almost there. Just gotta be wary about the sleeping. Oh, chiral crystals.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
It's nice that you can spot them more easily this time around. Arguably that makes them look a bit more artificial, but they could be... their more muted palette could make them a bit hard to spot before. I wonder if there is a limit to how many of those you can carry, since they are basically 3. Forest, is it? No. Okay, clearly I'm not crossing there with a river in this condition. Oh, but I have to. I have to cross. Well, might as well pick this cargo now, I suppose. And you too, while we are at it. There we are. I guess it's a good thing that I prepared 2 stairs. I'm gonna need both. No, even connecting two of them, it's not enough. Okay, perfect. Barely, you know. But sometimes barely is in fact enough. Okay, pala saca. Oh, how nice it is to be able to optimize on the spot. Wait up. Why do I still have cases attached to my... Oh right, they must be actual cargo. That's why it reduced the size, because it attached in there. Snacks. You do one here. Right, that reminds me. Okay, I cannot see the stats on this thing. Unfortunately. Understandable, but unfortunately. Now then, I believe this is the mine path. Closest thing to a rod we'll find. Yes, yes it is. Now, don't fall off. Will be shame to waste it my efforts so far.
ID confirmed. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Gotta say, for such a desolate region in such dire need of help, they sure have the technology. I wonder if, considering that it's very similar to the first game, I wonder if this type of technology was just very widespread to begin with before the disaster. Okay. Put the stuff in. I guess I should start making a bit of carrying forward ladders.
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. Not many porters care for their cargo this well. But that is why you are the best.
Correct, ma'am.
Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. Thank you so much for bringing it in.
You're welcome.
I have to say, this was well worth the wait. I had a feeling you wouldn't let me down.
Oh, you knew I was coming?
Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
Glad there's no resistance this time. And another region connected. Only who knows how many more to go, but going by the number of quadrants in the map, this looks like at least 15%, which not bad for how little we have been playing. That said, I wonder if they had any actual Spaniards writing these names, because so far they feel the first star looked like a Google Translate name, and this one feels extremely generic. But hey, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. It's not like I am from Mexico after all. Item data PCC level 1. A device that allows you to build basic extractors within the chiral network. Building extractors consumes chiral bandwidth, so you keep an eye on how much you have left. This device can be used to build watchtowers and postboxes. Watchtowers. Postboxes, sure, but why would I want a watchtower? Still, postboxes must be much more useful now that they actually also serve as fabricators. Quokka. Hologram data for structure customization. The hologram will appear next to the structure and selected.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Okay, some still for having avoided detecting after the enemy saw me. Servicemanship for having brought the items undamaged. No combat because I did not engage. One bridge link for giving likes. Good reason to give as many likes as you can, I suppose. Silent Handler. I guess that's because I am still stealthy.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying.
Congratulations.
I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is.
So unless I make an entire network of ziplines, again. Just kidding, I presume they have nerfed them hard. They were so usable.
Other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your ring terminal. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago.
That's not good.
For some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months.
Very not good.
If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane.
It will.
But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers.
He is hoping for the best.
I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday.
I am more worried about your own well-being, but also important, yes.
Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please, check the aid request.
Absolutely.
All of the relevant details should be available for review on that ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help.
Most absolutely, because listen, dealing with bandits while I am transporting something else, that is an against and a danger to my cargo, so I will try my best to avoid them, but infiltrating an enemy outpost to take out the guards and recover the stuff they have stolen, without carrying cargo beforehand? Absolutely. Very willing.
The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units.
Hope they help.
A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them.
Nice.
You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
Okay, what do we have here?
Well done.
Thank you for the crystals. Always convenient to have them on hand. And it's not like you will be missing them anyway. Lore-wise they will, but in practice it's not having any detrimental effect, I am well aware. Wait, shoot. I didn't mean to touch them both to the same space. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. So that's all I can do, huh? From the way she worded that, I figured that there will be some sort of side quest thingy, but no.
My name's Sam.
You're one of great help.
Any cargo drop down here? No, gotcha. Okay. So, it's late. I should be ending a stream for today.
A new feature has been made available for use.
A request. People I request received so far. A request are issued by the inhabitants of facilities and do not need to be accepted like orders. A request will be deemed complete once you have done what's required. Okay, I will be reading these off camera, like I was saying. But let's see this. Recover 4 beloved walking sticks while surviving the floods. Cargo was intended for the local residents, but the floods have carried it far away. There are bandits in the area, so it's a risk for us trying to retrieve it. Any help will be greatly appreciated.
Sunset will be occurring shortly.
Hey there!
Okay. First off, let me... Right.
Hope to see more of you, Sam.
That's the spirit.
Gotcha!
You have been a great help.
Okay, I did not mean to do that.
Disengaging weapons
Safety
restriction.
first. Take care, Sam.
So as I was saying, where is the... There. Let's do this and then end it for the day. Right, that's what I wanted to do. Since I am not carrying cargo, I can run freely. It being nighttime will help with the stealth mission anyways. Oh? I missed that somehow. I am not going there, so we'll be ignoring this for now. I still do not really have the stats to carry too much more cargo other than what I am actually... But other than what I will be bringing to the destination anyway. Okay, that seems far. But is it as far as it looks? Don't mind me just giving like so that there's a chance of getting multiple ones. Free. I don't have a good way to go down. Off. I actually hurt myself there.
Eyes open, dumbass.
I was thinking just now that maybe I shouldn't carry cargo so that I don't have to worry about falling like that, but... Gee, this thing is big. Okay, well, it's not part of a mission. If I lose it, I lose it. Okay. I guess I can only do so much to jump. Also, my shoes are getting disintegrated. But they will last for a little while more yet. Oh, this is not too far.
Keep moving, keep pace.
Oh, it's already out of range. Okay. That's concerning then. Oh, and there's a thing to grab. If I can. And I should go straight for that mission. As soon as I deliver this, because the knight should help with the sneaking. You guys, what exactly are you? I wish I had a reasonable way to check what happens if I touch you.
That's too close.
Okay. Can I put any of these in attach on my suite? No, nothing is compatible. Half a kilometer. And carrying a lot of weight that's slowing me down. Yeah. Good thing I don't need to pick up anything else. I figured that right now it looks like whatever this gameplay is extremely annoying. It is. And that's exactly why it's great. Okay, and that demolished my shoes. I need to make new ones as soon as I get back. I also need a way to climb. Oh yeah, this was a flooded river before. I recognize the stairs that I put in.
Getting real sick of this shit.
Let's fix that. Okay, I see why this was left as an extra request, because holy Jesus, this equipment is so heavy and contains so much space. Truly pain just to carry. You're a
This
lifesaver.
one's for you.
Thank you. Oops, not here. Can I just throw this rope the other way? There we go. Wait up. Wait. What?
Shit.
Why did I think I had to... Oh. Okay, but now seriously, why did I think I had to climb it there? Okay then. Down we go. So like I said before about me not having a real sense of direction, here you see it in action. Oh well, numbers left now. Not sure if thankfully or lamely, both really. Nights here are not particularly dark, you can see just fine. Which is not something I like in games. I like it when you have an actual reason to use your lights. But it is what it is. I miss how easy the journey from was. But yeah, bunch of stuff. At least we're getting in our muscle training reps. Besides, we're almost there now. Almost dropped the stuff. I was pressing the wrong button. Wrong shoulder. There we go. More core resistance, more terrain traversal, nice. Why did they get core resistance though? Is it because of the impacts from drops? Oh well, most certainly not complaining. Let's just deliver all this stuff.
Over here.
Make new shoes. There you go, my lady.
Well, looks like someone's burning the midnight oil. You are a trooper.
Yes, I am.
I will never know how you managed to track this down, but I am grateful to have it back.
You are extremely welcome. Dang, that was a lot.
Let me repay the favor with some local data of ours. Maybe you'll find something of interest you can use.
Custom electric rod, a melee weapon that extends telescopically when sunk, delivering electric shocks against enemies. It can also be used to block melee attacks, or thrown like a spear to administer an electric shock to distant target. Note, however, that once thrown, it cannot be recovered. Oh, shame. Looks like a great anti-mech weapon though, if I know I am facing some. Firmware update. Connection level increased. Okay, some more bandwidth, gotcha.
I've allocated more resources for you to use, if you need them. I hope it helps.
Oh, for me? Then don't mind if I do take them. Add a handler level 2. You have earned the nickname Handler level 2.
The data I've shared with you is the schematic for my custom electric rod. While this design is tailored for use with our fabricators, it's functionally no different from the ones bandits use. The rod extends with a quick shake and can be used to stun enemies over a wide area. It can also be thrown like a javelin, though you won't be able to retrieve the rod after doing so. A thrown rod will release a burst of electricity when it strikes the ground. And no bandit can shrug off a direct hit from this bad boy.
I could.
Test it out, and you'll see.
Your next main order is now available.
Well done.
Please access the delivery terminal in field.
Okay. I feel like my handgun will get the job done. So. But what do I know? Okay. Recycling the materials. Claim materials. And yeah, I'll go with a gun for the next mission, which will be this one. This one is a straight up infiltrations, and it's getting pretty late, so tomorrow will be when we deal with it. Oh, I have fun. I needed this game. I needed this game so badly. I'm not happy that I gave up on waiting for a PC release. Kind of sad that we couldn't just straight up get it on PC at the same time, but I was looking forward to playing a sequel here. I freaking love the base gameplay of this game. What tomorrow is going to be so hard, knowing that this awaits me. Anyhow, like I said, I will be checking the corpus off camera, so as I really shall be getting to end now, I'll end the stream here. Now, normally I will not promise that I will stream again tomorrow, because honestly I do not know if I will have the time, but the thing is, I want to play more. I will make the time. Perhaps late, but I will make the time to stream some more. So, until then, hope you had fun, and see you tomorrow. Bye!